Howdy, partners. We're back. I'm Frank Scatoni.
I'm Ciaran Thornton.
And we are
Double
Trouble.
Oh, see, I just had to take the lead. All right.
What a difference three off days make to help recharge the batteries, huh?
So what's with the hat? Because it's funny, you have a hat on and I wore a special shirt, so I figured we needed some luck today. What's the hat again?
I was going to say, I think we were thinking alike because we did a little better on Sunday because you had the winner of the first leg and I had the winner of the second leg, but not together. Well, before that, we whipped entirely. So I felt like our luck is getting a little bit better, but I wanted to harken back to opening day because one of the few times I actually beat you all meet when I won our little private hat contest.
Well, then,
so I figured I'd go back to the old school cowboy luck. What do you think?
I had to bring some Irish luck here. World's tallest leprechaun right here. I could be a jockey if I still stayed in Ireland, believe it or not.
Well, you could be riding jumps. Oh, my God. All right, well, I'm going to take off the hat for now. I might put it back on. But, I wore this for the last race, and I did that race 6 write-up for the Del Mar website.
I will say,
you won that race, Ciaran.
I will say, Frank, this is definitely a get-out day today. My word, some of these prices.
I like how you're changing the subject. Who just won race 6, Ciaran?
I don't know. I didn't read your write-up today.
You didn't have the winner. That's what you're telling me, right? Let me just make sure.
I probably had it as a C or a D.
Number 5, no cap, paid $11.40. Here we go. Right on the Del Mar website for free, ladies and gentlemen. No cap, grade A. Grade A.
So that's your winner for the day. Okay, now we know what we're off. What do you
Well, let's talk about this late pick four. My mind's still at Santa Anita months ago. Let's talk about this $5 low takeout late double. I thought this sequence was a little more manageable than the last couple we dealt with. I was able to zero in on a couple of different horses that I want to focus my action in. I think you feel the same way. Why don't you take us through the first race, race 7? It's a starting allowance, $62.50. Not exactly the most expensive horses on the ground, but it's a decent field, I thought.
For a 6,200, it's not bad, and it's not like they're risked for a claim. So they're letting. I mean, that preference is to the NorCal trainers, which is why we're seeing them write this condition. So
right,
they're kind of keeping it alive without. We get better quality horses than we normally would, I think, and I'm using that tongue in cheek for this kind of race.
No, I would agree with you. I mean, even though
I
we
think
saw
the racing secretary at Del Mar for these late doubles is doing a great job. I mean, that's why we keep seeing, other than us doing this show and driving everyone to this late double, these sequences are just paying great. I mean, actually, Sundays was probably one of the lower ones we've seen all meet.
Yeah. But I mean, it's going to chalk out once in a while. But, to that point, Santa Anita just announced a new retail player-friendly wager, another 15% wager starting for the fall meet. Santa Anita introduced a $1 pick 6 with the last 3 races from Santa Anita and the last 3 races from Gulfstream Park. No CAWs allowed, retail players only. I thought that was pretty interesting. There's no consolation. Nobody hits it. It gets fully carried over to the next day, and it's $1 minimum.
And we've seen a lot of horse players complain about, the jackpot low 20-cent pick 6s. So hopefully we see a lot more people in it. We want to see more people in these. The more the gamblers hit these low takeout anti-CAW bets, the more other tracks are going to look at it, and we're going to get more and more bets that flow our way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for guys like us, right? Yeah. It's very interesting because Santa Anita obviously believes that we can all coexist. We just need to have some pools that we feel like we can survive in. And the CAWs can have their, they can bet against each other in the trifecta pools.
Yeah.
In the exactas and
they're going
trifectas.
for the doubles. They can go for the exactas and tries, and then everyone lives happily. And the tracks are happy. The gamblers are happy.
Yeah, and Ciaran, you and I have been touting this from day one, and we can't state it loud enough. please, this game is hard enough. Choose where you spend your money wisely. We have options now. Before we didn't. The CAWs are now locked out of the win pool with 2 minutes to go. That gives guys like us an advantage to find value. They're not in this pool, the 15% late double, and they're certainly not in the $3 late pick 3 15% either. They're hardly in the early pick 5, which is also a low takeout. Pick and choose your spots wisely. Again, I'm not saying don't bet the pick 4 or the late pick 5. You can, but just think about allocating more of your bankroll where your dollar is worth a lot more. Your dollar is 85 cents here instead of 75 cents.
We've talked about it too. Like I've been saying on the last few shows, I've not just because we're doing the late double show, but I've allocated more of my money to later in the day, the late pick 3 and the double. And I'm still in the same position. And the way I looked at it, say I was doing the late pick 4, I would probably still be out by not betting your horse in the last race. And I took a stand on a horse and my bet was only whatever it was, $8 or $9 because I was going to allocate my money, for this late double. But I know my handicapping. I was not going to have that horse at all. So I'm ahead of the game is the way I view it. And I've got more ammo to hammer at the bet that's friendly for me.
Dude, that is a great point because you can still play those bets, but you can scale back knowing that if your strongest opinion whiffs, you don't have 10 other back. You're not spending a lot more money. You're out. Yep. Because it's okay that you're out because you can come back with the $3 late pick 3 and you can come back with the $5 late double where your money is actually worth a lot more. So that's actually a very smart way to do it. You can still kind of play that late pick 4 or pick 5, but maybe you go skinny early. And if you're alive, great. And if you're out, you know that you have 2 great value bets coming up. Let's roll through the comments real quick, and then we should start talking about this race. Here we go. What? Show? What? Okay, Mark Swartz. Let's take a shot. I believe Mark is a new commentator here. Good to see you, Mark. Thanks for joining us. If you have any plays, please put them up.
Oh, it looks like Shelton. He likes my horse. He likes my long shot.
How do you know?
Because I know he said Bautista up for value. And that's my
okay. Oh, that's right. You can see the comments. You're skipping ahead, man. Slow down.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Emailed you, but never got an email back. Come on, man. What's going on?
I emailed everyone
You're just pointing out peeps.
Unless he's got an AOL or Yahoo email that bounces a lot.
Well, you know what? We'll, Dan, DM me or something. We'll get you guys directly in touch, and we'll figure this out. Okay, Mark Sports, Bautista up for Val. Which race is he talking about? What are we doing here? Bautista up for who? Oh, Brinkerhoff.
Yeah, well, to give you an idea, my 2 long shots are Brinkerhoff and this same jockey for this late double.
How many times you bet Brinkerhoff this meet?
Almost every time, yes. But as you know, like Paula hit race 2 at what did she end up 35-1, and she always has a couple of bombers, and she had not the one you would ever have picked.
You picked every Paula Capestro horse in the sequence, and the one time she's not in the sequence, she wins at 35-1. So maybe today is Val Brinkerhoff's day. Nick Sievers 2 with 3-4, $10 double. Dead pick 3. Mark Swartz 4 with 1-6. Dan H. Obviously can't go 3 deep on 1-2-7. Take a stand unless you like a bomb in the last. Yeah, we're going to talk about the last because I actually like the 1. But I'm going to kick it over to Ciaran first and have him walk us through what he's thinking about playing while I will pull up the probables, Ciaran. So if you have any questions about what's paying what, just shout out the numbers and I'll read them out to you.
I thought number 7 in here, impossible task. Diego for Powell, up in class. Blinkers off, which we like that angle. And Powell, when he does moves like these, lethal. He's 38%. Top speed at the distance. Diego's his guy. If you're just a stats only guy, this is a pretty good lock, but it is a 62-50 race. So yeah, I thought it was a legit favorite, which is why my doubles loaded on him into the next race with the JJ horse.
But you know what, Ciaran? Right now, the morning line, the current favorite, and are you surprised by this, is number 1 Havoc at 2-1. Sea Dog is 5-2, and Impossible Task is 7-2 third choice.
Oh, that's great.
The win bettors just have it wrong here.
Havoc. I'm surprised. Sea Dog. I thought the morning line was a little crazy, but I've probably talked Sea Dog into the winner's circle because I'm off Kyle right now.
Oh my God, he's so stubborn. Italians are supposed to be the stubborn ones. We hold grudges like Mussolini. You Irish guys are supposed to be a little more loosey goosey, forgiving.
First race since March.
Still mad at Fry?
First race since March. May win, and if he does, whatever. Next.
I think this race is 1-2-7. I do not have your 4. So I know Mark Swartz likes your 4 also.
Yeah,
tell us about your Val Brinkerhoff angle here. Will he finally come through for you today?
Well, and this is his jockey. They're 3-9, and when they win on long shots, and they're 2-4 in the last couple of months. So I like when a jockey and a trainer heat up when they don't have a whole lot of horses when they race together. And I mean, I essentially thought this was 7's race to lose, so that's why you see my double overloaded, and then my second pick is 7 with 1-5 in the next, and then even 10 is covering all my horses, or 4. So I got a $10 double. So even if I'm right with this long shot and I'm right in the next race, I'm still going to get paid pretty hefty. And what you're telling me now is we're getting some good prices here.
Yeah, let me check your will pays real quick with the 4. I just posted what Nick Sievers had said. According to the will pays that are paying out in the double in this race, the odds have it 7-1-2. So we'll probably see some shifting of the tote board. But so who do you have? 4 with 1-5-6, Ciaran? Because I want to see what those are coming back.
Yep.
Okay, 4 with 1 is 469. 4 with 5, 817. 4 with 6 is only 196. 6 is going to be.
But I got it twice. $10.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying 6 is going to be a massive favorite in the next leg. Wow.
And I thought, I mean, if we're going to jump ahead, when I put the notes here, this is one. How number 6 in the next race, Trusty Rusty does, is going to determine. There's a similar horse racing tomorrow, a JJ Hess, quick off the race, kind of angle. So I'm curious to see how this one does. Hess is only 8% dropping off a claim and 9% first off the claim. But JJ rode through.
Yeah.
And, if he doesn't think the horse is going to do well back to back, like he probably said something to him, hey, we could have won that race, go back, run again. I mean, the jockeys know.
My feeling is there are certain trainers you don't claim from, but when you do claim from them, try to run the horse back within a week before the wheels fall off. So I think Trusty Rusty, I think that's one of those situations because Verocchio has been having a terrific year, sending out so many live horses. This horse almost won last time. Hess claimed this horse on August 15th, and he's just like, this horse is still doing good. I'm going to enter in the first race I possibly can. I'm going to win that race, and then the wheels are probably going to fall off. But we'll save that conversation for another day. Here's what I'm doing, Ciaran. And admittedly, I had a little bit of advantage because I saw what your plays are first. But I'm going to tell you right now, I like the 7 most in this race with the 1-2 as backups. Going into the next race, I think the 6 is definitely the one to beat. I also think the horse who won this condition last time, number 3, Druidic, is going to run well again. My sneaky horse is the 1, but here's how I played it. And
that's the will pace, because my notes for the 1 in the next race, and I think you said, you copied my pick. And I was like, well, my notes here were for law-abiding citizen, Rispoli for Maiati, sharp work, and then my next big bullet was, watch the will pace to this one. 6-1 seems high. So I thought the morning line was suspect. So it's going to be interesting. What's the will
I was
pace?
hoping we get more than 6-1 because that last race looked so bad on paper. But let me see. So the 2 is the favorite right now. So the 2 to the 1 is 155. So the horse is taking money. Let me see. 1, 2. He's like 4th choice. So he'll probably be around 6-1, taking the money that you would expect him to take based on the morning line. I just think that most players are going to look at that last race and go, oh my God, it's horrendous. But look at the jock change. You said Rispoli. I mean, I'm not a jockey basher, but other than the ride that DeMoro gave ribbons for you on opening day, I have not been impressed at all. Like, I've been less than impressed. It's like he doesn't have a clock in his head, and he has no idea how to ride Del Mar. You know, I know he's a really good jockey, but what do you think?
I'm just like, I agree. When the clock is not in their head, you're kind of screwed, especially with the way the track is playing, especially on turf. I mean, you know, these trainers are going, don't be 8 miles back, and they're 8 miles back on turf.
Yeah, and if you are going to be 8 miles back, when you move, at least stay on the rail. Don't go 8 wide around the turn while you're going 40 miles an hour. I mean, just horrendous. But anyway, that was my sneaky play. But here's how I'm playing it. I think we're in agreement. The 7 is our top pick in this race, right? Going forward, Ciaran?
Oh yes, absolutely.
So I'm doing a 7-1 double, $25. Then I'm gonna come back with my 2 savers, the 1 and the 2 for $1, for $10. You have a $50 double, 7-6, right?
Yep. So we're almost the same.
Look what I did.
55 just to have the higher one. I know. So that bet is dead, everyone. Start doing consolation bets. Frank has just cursed us right now.
So when you win, you're going to start bragging. And I'll say, not so fast. I had it 1 extra time.
Oh, we got someone from Tennessee. Do we have any tracks there in Tennessee?
Yeah, we have Kentucky Downs is like right near Nashville, isn't it?
That's
okay. Hold on.
It's coming up soon.
Let me roll through the comments. Hold on. We have a new person right here. Ciaran, we got to get it so you can put up the comments as well. Here, Dan H says, I bet you typed my email wrong. Yeah, Ciaran makes a lot of mistakes, guys. A lot of typos.
Actually, I do. Actually, quite a lot, yes.
All right, so let's start here. AL. Welcome, AL. I think this is the first time you posted. Nice to have you. Appreciate you joining us. Sea-Dog is my lock. Okay, he's talking about Sea-Dog in this race going forward. What do you got? You're getting 9 to 5 on the win end. Are you going to just bet the horse to win, or are you going to crush this horse in a double? Let us know what you're playing. That's what this is about. It's not about selections and patting yourself on the back that you picked the winner. It's about making money.
Don't be pulling a Frank where you have the winner after the race is over and no one can actually bet it. Oh, I meant to do that one.
What are you talking about? I'm not a red border. It's right there on the website. Go look at it. Free. It's free of charge. Unlike my picks that are free, that are value, with your free picks, you get what you pay for.
Well, you get the late pick 4 every day on the same site.
All right, here we go. AL, love it. 2 with 1, 2, 3. Okay. $15. So it looks like a $5 double, 2 with 1, 2, 3. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, Dan, this condition is not common. We started to see a little bit of it at Santa Anita because they had to accommodate the Northern California horses. Del Mar hasn't had to do as much of that down here because we have a bigger horse population and higher quality races. But to Ciaran's point that he said earlier, it's still nice to see the racing office trying to accommodate the displaced Northern Californians, who have horses who compete on this circuit,
and then they need a race.
Yeah,
they need a race before they go up to back up to Santa Anita. So I mean, that's the trainer going, "Hey, can you do this for us?" And
yes,
it's not for a 62.5. It's not a bad race.
It's not a bad race at all.
We've seen worse levels like this over the years.
I am totally with you. I mean, even though we don't like Bobby's alibi, I mean, look at this horse. He's 44 starts. He's won 4 times. He's finished second 11 times and third 8 times. I mean, he's a racehorse. He might not be a very good one to win, but he's certainly good enough to, what do you call them, paycheck horses?
Paycheck horses pay the bills. Those are the best kinds. I mean, we like Radar Rob. He's got a couple of horses, and they never win, but they're second, third, fourth, and you look back and you're like, horse pays the bills. Races over and over and over again.
Ciaran, that's why they're called race horses. That's how they used to do every 2 weeks. The horse is happy and healthy. You find a race and you run the horse. You don't keep the horse in the stable.
Yeah,
you know how many things can go wrong in the stable?
I can't remember what trainer told me. He's like, well, if the horse is ready to go, why would I do a workout in the morning when I can just race him in the afternoon and we get paid?
Exactly. Barry Abrams was the best at that. I mean, because his background was harness racing where they run like every week. So he just, hey, the horse is doing fine. I'm going to find a race.
I'm going to help Dan H win because what my notes for Sea-Dog were, somehow Frey will find a way to run second. Top Power needs to close. Like, we'll just miss. Or now that I talked it into existence, we'll probably win. But
no, Sea Dog has a
might
big
need
shot.
a race. Might need a race.
Maybe. You know what? Yeah, I don't like to see that. You come off a November layoff in March, you run one race, you get claimed, and then you disappear.
And then another one off the.
Not a good. Yeah, that's not good. But I will say this, yes, Dan, the 2 is benefiting off the condition because prior to that last race, this horse has been competitive at higher claiming levels. And last time he was in for the optional 6,000 and Harrogate took him. But clearly the horse was in because of a physical issue because he disappeared for several months. If this horse is right, he is going to be very, very tough. Nick Severs, we already said, 7-1-2 according to the Will Pays. And now the 7 is the current 7-5 favorite. Mark Swartz, Bautista rode the other Val Brinkerhoff in the last. They were in now, hops aboard. It looks like, Mark, are you guys the unofficial members of the Val Brinkerhoff fan club? I've never heard Val Brinkerhoff talked about so much in one race than today.
Maybe he's going to win because you're not on him. So here we go.
But no, I really like Val Brinkerhoff. I've made some good money with his horses. I love those smaller barns, Ciaran. I mean, they're really the backbone of the sport. And I'm hoping that, as sad as the closure of Golden Gate is and was and will continue to be, perhaps this will help boost the economic, boost the ecosystem.
And then before we get off, I've got the other in the next race, number 5, Sunset Storm, same Val and the same jockey. They've won 2 or 3 here last month. First time turf, Val is 0 for 25 and 1 for 46, dirt to turf. And then I put in capitals, lock winner.
Lock? Really?
Just because these are the crazy horses who are winning, like Paula in race 2. You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of race where chaos could happen.
You know what, Ciaran? If Bautista just puts this horse on the lead, why not? How many wire-to-wire winners have we seen so far this meet? And you're getting a 5-pound weight break, and no one's going to be scared of this horse because he's going to be a big price.
And he won last out.
Steal the race.
And he won last house. Sometimes when the last 4 races, one here at Del Mar already, the number 5 in the next race at 25K, and then 2 prior, won the race at Santa Anita, ran second at Santa Anita. So
look who joined us today, Ciaran. He was buried in the comments.
He's alive.
What's up, my man? Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Number 1 with 3, 4, 6. Hoping for the pick 3, but have a Sabre pick 3, all with 3. Fingers crossed. Always rooting for you. I can't wait for the Santa Anita meet to start, man. We're going to have to maybe me, you, and Ciaran have to go in on some of this new $1 pick 6. Some of these tickets there because
absolutely.
That's going to be a really interesting bet. It'll force me to look at Gulfstream a lot more carefully. I actually like Gulfstream, and for some reason, I do really well in those horrendous, cheap turf races there.
Those are the races that have won me my contest entry so many times. Like
I'm with you.
Sometimes I look at it and I go, why is this horse 20-1? I don't get it. And then they win.
No, I know. I'm with you, Ciaran. It's like you can find such great sneaky horses on those cheap Gulfstream turf races. For those who out there who don't know, Tyler is a good friend of ours. He does amazing work for Express Bet, First Bet. He is conducting a lot of tournaments, live bankroll tournaments on Express Bet. Please check them out. Such good value. A lot of feeders and qualifiers to bigger tournaments. But I'm going to shut up because the race it's off. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Stop the race. 127. Oh, they put the squeeze on the 2 there. Made the 2 check out.
Yeah.
Wow, a little race riding there early on.
Wow, that looks like the Baffert horse this weekend that JJ was on. We'll see if it's only half a race, though.
Well, Herrera, Herrera stuck it to Fry there, but maybe Fry was just indecisive. Wow, 45-3. That's pretty fast.
Yep. Now this is when
speed's been okay though, and these are cheap horses, and it doesn't look like anybody's running. It's got to be one of the top three in the the top three first. Five's making a move from way off the pace. Probably going to have too much to do. I mean, Ciaran, I think you called it. You said the 7 was a lock. Let's see if don't fall off.
Yeah, that's don't be stealing my lines. Where's the line?
Dude, I got to talk to you for a couple of hours, 3 days a week. I'm going to repeat some of everyone's lines. Look at this. They're going to have to spread wings to catch impossible task.
Oh, that was 4 that came second.
So?
That was my long shot.
Second first loser.
Hey, if you had the exacta, that paid pretty well.
Hey, Tyler, if you're still watching out there, if you don't mind, can you just put up a little description about what we can look forward to? Either the rest of the Del Mar meet or upcoming Santa Anita meet in terms of contests, or if you want to put a link up or
every
anything.
Friday.
Please,
every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $40 tournament to win your entry into the opening day Santa Anita tournament. $40 to win a feeder to a feeder, and those are the best player-friendly ways to get in. You spend $40. You win a feeder.
Yeah, and you know what? I love Tyler for having those because I'm dating myself, but way back when I first moved out to California, I go up to Santa Anita almost every weekend. Fornatel, who's living in New York, he'd come out like 8 times a year, every other weekend he'd be out there. And Santa Anita used to run an on-track $40 handicapping contest where you'd win like $500, and then at the end of the meet, like whoever won, all the winners would then play for like an NHC seat. Ciaran, when I tell you this measly little $40 tournament was the toughest tournament you will ever have played in. Duke Matisse, James Henry, Damian Roncevich.
Oh, wow.
Dennis DeCower. All the OGs. Because there was no one else to play. It was the freaking hardest tournament to win. And the prize is only $500. But this is where, I cut my teeth doing that. And then it went away for a little bit. And I'm so happy that Tyler brought that back. And it's such great value. And there's tons of other stuff. So, T, if you're listening out there, please let us know what we can look forward to. Ciaran, I think you might be onto something with Kyle Frey because he got totally schooled there.
No comment.
Totally schooled by Herrera.
No comment.
Wow. He was in a good spot, but he didn't commit. And Herrera said, if you're not going to commit, I'm going to take the spot. And he did. And Fry backed out of it like, clutching his pearls. And
that's sometimes when they get these rides, and I know from being around and being one of the people talking in their ear, on a horse, what the hell did you do? So then it gets in your head sometimes, God, if I do this move that I should, and I win, I'm a hero. But if I do this move and I don't win, oh my God, they're going to talk so much smack to me.
Well, yeah, you said the same thing about Maldonado. Remember, you're like, the pressure for him to get his first win. No, we can be as harsh as we want. You don't think they're harsher in their own minds about what they're going through? And then once
next day,
like that,
next day another winner. So you got the monkey
exactly.
out the back.
But to your
who
point,
are you alive to in here, Frank?
All.
Oh, that sounds about right.
I'm kidding.
He said it. Isn't that $1 in the swear
jar? I'm kidding. Fine, I'll put $10 in the swear jar. I'll tell you who I'm alive to. Let's just roll through. Nick, you're right. The Will Pays had it correct. The 7 did indeed go off as the 9. No, second choice, actually. Wow.
Havoc took all the money. Really?
All right, let's see what else we got. Yep, we talked about that. That's a huge move. You got to run that horse back right after the claim off Barocio. That horse is probably still doing very, very well. Win this race, and then probably lay the horse up and give him a little freshening. Jet Ochoa. Is this Ocho? I hope this is Ocho because Ochoa, I'm not sure if that is your last name, but if this is Ocho, please say Ocho. It is Ocho because she's checking in from Tennessee.
So my 7 to the 1 is 128.50. That's not bad 3 times.
Is that all you're alive to? Let's see.
I'm alive to the 1. I'm alive to the 5. I'm alive to the 6.
And I am alive to the 1. Just the 1 and the 6. I don't have your 5. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hold on. I have to put my lucky cowboy hat back on. I'm cowboy. No 5. Anyone but the 5. I'd rather lose than see the 5 win.
You know what the 5's paying for my $10 would be like $1,200. You see, I'm cheering for all you guys to win with me. Frank's like, I want my chalk over chalk win.
No. You see, I want the 6 to win, Ciaran. You know why? Because we both win. But I get bragging rights because I played it an extra time.
Well, actually, I really want the 6 to win because this is going to be a great angle tomorrow. I don't have my notes in front of me, but there's another JJ Hess quick turnaround horse tomorrow. On my notes for it to be a single, were to watch and see how this race is. So, actually, maybe
who's the horse you're talking about? Because you keep mentioning the horse, but you're not giving us any.
Let me pull it up right now.
Do we have to figure it out for ourselves, Ciaran?
I just didn't
want
to have
Raw
ding, 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 ding.
3-1. Which horse?
I'm looking now.
Okay.
I turned my notifications off. Just turned everything off. I blame you.
Well, yeah, it's kind of freaking annoying. 2, 1. Yeah. Oh, the $5 double to the 6, Ciaran.
It's in our double tomorrow. There's a similar horse tomorrow in the double race. The first leg, race 7 tomorrow. Beef Winslow.
Oh, I like Beef Winslow. Going to be the favorite though, probably.
Yes.
Well, this horse is too, so that's all right. So yeah, this is Ocho. She just recently moved from OC to Nashville with her family. Hope the move went well. Hope you enjoy Kentucky Downs. And, you know, I talked about playing contests. You got to get involved. She's really, really good. Yeah, Dan H., I know. Ciaran, $38. $38 to the 6.
I'm not surprised.
You know what? You have it 10 times. I have it 11 times.
Yeah, so I mean,
I'll take it.
That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? We get it multiple times. I mean, I think my bets today were $110. I'll take 3 times on my money. Alive to swing it tomorrow.
John Allwell, thank you for watching. Good luck. Love you in Brooklyn. Hey, man, I lived in Cobble Hill for a few years. I was born in the BK. Only lived there 5 years. I don't remember it, but lived in Cobble Hill. My man PTF lives in Prospect Park. Shout out to Brooklyn.
Hey, Frank, I lived in the Bronx.
You did?
Yeah.
How'd you get so soft?
I came out to Cali.
Exactly. Yeah, California softness. Because, I mean, a tough Irish guy from the Bronx. You kidding me? OG, man. That's right. I forgot you spent some time in New York. All right. Jeff Wilson's going to be at Kentucky. Here he is. Was waiting for you, Mr. Guitar. 4-7 with 1-8. So you are alive to the 1 and the 8. Yeah, let's go 8. Let's go 8. I think Mr. Guitar changed his avatar. Did you change your avatar, Mr. Guitar?
It was probably his wife because he didn't do his chores one time.
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, wait, who was that?
That's Nick.
That's Nick. That's right.
All right, AL, Daily Double. He went 2 with 1, 2, 3. Sorry, buddy. Thanks all. Let's do it. Stick around. Let's all root for each other. And you know what? Just because you didn't hit the double, there's still the nightcap. King of the nightcap. You can still all get out. Look at this. Jeff Wilson. Ice cold 7-3 double for him. Who's the 3? Oh, Druidic, right? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, won the same exact race last time.
Mark, I'm reading your comments. Frank's beverage of choice is a spritzer, like a wine cooler. Boone's Wine Cooler or something like that. What is it, Frank?
I
Again?
actually, it's so funny you say that. I was drinking wine spritzers last night. I didn't
No
want to go.
comment.
I didn't want
No
to start
comment.
the bourbon on a Wednesday, man. We have a show tonight. We have a show, two shows tomorrow. I got my seminar Saturday. Terry made me some really, really good wine spritzers last night while I was doing my work.
No comment.
I
I'm
just
embarrassed that he
finished
said
off some
that.
bourbon. Huh?
I said we got some Hennessy here. Actually, if I had time, I'd go grab the Guinness, but
John Alwell, 7-1 daily double. All right. Oh, I love
there we
it.
go.
People are on
Nice.
I love the people are on the one. Steve Dog, 1-3. So yeah, I'm sorry, Dan. I think you're out of that, but you're trying to do something different.
You know how I
set on the 2.
Frank, you know how I talk about how I'm so off some jockeys? Like Rispoli has not been good to me this year. And sometimes it's cost me doubles on this show, not betting him, and he's come in. But even when you're really anti a jockey, if it makes sense to bet him, you got to jump on him.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, you bet with your freaking head, not with your heart. You got to stop being Ciaran. Don't take it so personally. Don't be so hard on these guys. You can be critical, but no, I think you're right. I don't think Frey had a terrific summer last summer. I think a little something in his head. He's not got the confidence or whatever. And we talked about this before.
But sometimes it's the horses. If you don't get the good horses, or the horses are on downswing, it hurts you. And then you could be the most mediocre jockey and then get a couple of really good rides, and the light bulb goes off, and you're riding lights out and like you've never ridden before with that little bit of confidence.
That's exactly right. So let's say a jockey gets a couple of live horses early in the meet and doesn't win with them, and then the trainer stops using them, right? Like whatever it is, and then the jockey starts losing confidence.
A great example I had of that was Tiago. A couple of years ago, I think he was like 0 for 90. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean? And then he rode for Knapp a lot, and then Knapp went on a heater, and then Tiago was winning for every jockey under the sun for a while.
They get very streaky. I mean, it's just the way it is. Look, the top jocks, JJ, Rispoli, Barrios, Freyshue, those guys are never going to go through prolonged slumps, but it's the second tier guys. They are perfectly capable when they're on the right horse. But if they, have a bad day or whatever, they're not on the right horse anymore. They're on the, the lower, the 8-to-1s, the 12-to-1s, and then they start losing, and then it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But then
like you said with Maldonado, once he got that win, he's fine.
For us handicappers, when those mid-tier jockeys start winning, it really is worth paying attention to who they're riding. You'll find some value when they start riding and winning on horses they probably shouldn't have.
Right.
Sometimes you'll find some really good long shot angles just because they're riding lights out right now.
Yeah, we always say the best time to pick up on a trend is before it starts. And you almost did it with DeMoro because you had his first winner.
I don't think he's overweight. I know you're off him for now, and the reason he's out here, from if you read all the articles, he wants a win in the Breeders' Cup. So he's out here busting his chop. He actually got a lot more rides earlier than I've seen some of these other jockeys. Like even when Pratt and Rispoli came out here and Freyshue, it took them a while to get the number of rides that he got early. So I think it's just a little mini early slump. He's still a jockey.
There's a reason why he's not getting more rides. I mean, he should be getting a lot more rides if he were riding the way he's capable of riding. So, I mean, I don't know who's going to put him on a Breeders' Cup horse right now, based on the way he's riding. He's going to win on a horse
that Frank is off, and then he's just going to go on like a streak. He's going to win like 8 races one day.
That's always the way it is. The second I'll go out of my way to mention something negative about a jockey or a trainer in my article, boom, next day, 3 winners.
Well, John's got a 7-1 double for $20. That's paying like $1,100, I think, if it's not changed. That's not bad for a straight up $20 double.
I think I have it for 25. How much is it paying?
7 to the 1 for $5. Oh, 128. So he's got it 5 times. So $650 is not too shabby for $20.
What does that say, Ciaran? I can't. My eyes are a little blurry. Can you read that? What does that say, Frank?
$25. I'm sorry, Al. 1 is toast. All right, let's go down the row. 6 is toast. All right, we're all cheering for the 5 here, the Val horse.
No, you know who's going to win. Your Val horse. Yeah, exactly. The Val horse who I don't have. Oh, here we go. T. Del Mar tournament this Saturday. All right, everyone, pay attention. Is this a qualifier for the Pacific Classic, or is this a Breeders' Cup seats? Like, what's at stake? What's the buy-in? Give us a little more specifics, because we want to encourage people to sign up. John Allwell, let's get this double. Brooklyn says hello. BK in the house. Oh my God, really, Dan? You're tailing Ciaran? He has your 5. He played your 5. That's all he's alive to.
He likes winning.
What is that coming back? Oh my God! Probably really good. You can brag. $569.
$569, not too
$5.
shabby.
Oh my God!
No, we got it 3 times, so that'll be.
I'm gonna have to bet win money on this thing. I'm gonna have to freaking save and hedge with a horse I can't stand. Just because freaking Ciaran likes it. Why did you like this one? Because there's the word sunset in it?
Don't mush us.
$2 win play show. And
the reason was I really liked number 4 in the last race. And to be honest, if Impossible Task was not in there, 4 would have crushed these other horses at a pretty decent price, finished up well. And then he had this horse in here on the Moose, 0 for 25, 1 for 46. You know, they're feeling their oats. That horse in the last, Val doing what he did on that horse in the next, he put this horse in here too. So,
you know what I just noticed, Ciaran? Look who the trainer of the 4 is. How do you not have her? It's your girl. She just won earlier with a 35-1 shot. Paula Capestro.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these are exiting that same race. It wasn't a very good race. Blanket finish. A bunch of them were all on the wire. Craig Shelton, alive to the 156. Anyone but the 5. Thank you very much. I mean, I'll take Ubaba Baba Kakakayo.
Oh, so Tyler, the tournament on Saturday is $200. $200 to the prize pool, and then knowing those races, we probably got to do 5 bets of $40, I think, Tyler, unless I'm wrong, or it's.
Oh, let me put it up here.
Spend it all.
400 tourney, 200 bankroll, 200 entry. Ooh, the 4,000 Santa Anita opening weekend challenge. Yes.
And BCBC. And there we go.
Yeah, that's a good one. And it's only $400. I mean, that's not a significant outlay for the prizes that are being offered. Let's go, guys. Put your money where your mouth is.
Especially if you've done the research for the race. Then you're just kind of, instead of betting live money, you're betting with this.
And look, Tyler did us a kind turn as well. Don't forget to like the video. Help these two degenerates. Thank you so much. I take degenerates as such a word of endearment. We appreciate you, Tyler, and how hard you guys work, trying to give us players, you know, a little something that we could feel good about. So we appreciate everything that you do. Mark Swartz wants to know what my beverage of choice is. I'm actually a bourbon guy. You know, I'll just take a nice bourbon, neat, don't have to mess it up. Terry will say this, Frank loves Blanton's. I do love Blanton's. You know what? Woodford Reserve, like that's my good go-to. I love Woodford, good solid. Terry Wine Spritz is nice farm.
So Tyler came back and said it's a bankroll tournament. Bet what you want when you want. And I was about to say those are the best ones. I love those.
Wait. So you can play like a pick 4?
No, you can. There's no minimums. You could just do all in.
You have your 200 bankroll and you allocate it however you want. But
you could just do a $200 double, et cetera, et cetera.
I understand. So you still have to win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, doubles. but you don't have to do $50 for 3 races or whatever.
And those are great because a lot of times, like I was saying, they make you bet a certain number of races, and you may only like one race, and it kind of hurts you.
Yeah, and when you're at that such a low like price point of a $200 bankroll, I know a lot of people are going to save one of their entries to the last race, but you know what? Who cares? You could do the opposite and be aggressive early, and put up a score and say, "Hey, come chase me." You know what I mean?
I've done both. I've done the early one and got nibbed at the end, but I've done the other way too. Saved it till late.
I mean, Matt Miller will tell you if you like something early on, you freaking push in, and if you hit it, come get me.
And I think
it's kind of demoralizing to see someone at 30.
What's going to be interesting, Frank, is this new low takeout late double, how it's going to change a lot of these tournaments, I think, going forward. Because the pays are, other than when we get this $38 today, the pays are going to be a lot bigger than what they used to be with bigger pools, CAWs out. So I think this is going to be a new wrinkle on these live money tournaments. You're probably going to see a lot more people play doubles, and that's going to be something where we watch for the pools on late doubles. I think we're going to get them juiced on tournament days.
Well, that's the other thing. The more we grow this pool, the less fluctuation we'll see if someone really hammers a combination. Because if there's only $40,000 in the double pool, if someone plays a $500 double, that's going to throw everything out of whack. That combination is being so overly bet. But we're seeing, we're consistently seeing over $200,000 bet in these late double pools. And we have Santa Anita to thank for that, because they tirelessly did this bet for 6 months out of the year and gave horse players a really good opportunity. We're thankful for Del Mar for carrying it on. I'm so glad they had the foresight to piggyback on what Santa Anita created. And, let's build this together. We're the two best tracks in Southern California. If we can work together and create bets like this for horse players like us, I feel a little bit better about the future of the sport, because, let's face it, Ciaran.
Yeah.
When Del Mar first started after the first weekend, the boots on the ground were like, oh man, we can't win anymore. This is brutal.
Yeah, especially with all the bad press, but they turned it around. They made a few little changes, which is what you're supposed to do. I'm hoping we're going to see other tracks looking at what Santa Anita and Del Mar did. I'm going, whoa, we can boost this up. We can get the average guys back. And us average guys, us degenerates, as we like to call ourselves, you get us interested again in the track and watch your pools really grow versus the ones who show up for a beer festival or something like that, or one-day bettors. Turn them into degenerates.
Take stock out in divorce lawyers, because you'll see the divorce rate go way up, because guys like us are going back to the racetrack and we're playing and spending a lot more money betting the way we used to bet. It's so funny. I say this all the time. I used to bet a lot more when I knew a lot less. I was smart enough to realize that the game was getting harder and harder, so I scaled back my handle accordingly, because I knew, how am I going to go up against these CRWs? It's like a high school player going up against Randy Johnson, a professional. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like playing liar's poker. You just have to put your cards on your head, and they can see it, and then they go, okay, well, I'm going to make this
my hand
here on the side, so that if you hit that, I'm going to take half of your win,
Exactly. I'm going to hit it too, but I'm going to suck all the value out of it because I'm getting a rebate.
So for people who
this is very encouraging.
When they're worried about, when people are going, what are they talking about with the robot players? The robot players just have such more, they can see every possible play there is and the payouts and adjust their bets accordingly. So back in the day for a pick 4, we might have got $1,000. Now we might be looking to get 200 because they've got it every way to Sunday, but they can see it. But that's why we're playing the late double now and the late pick 3. And soon the $1 coast to coast pick 6. The pick 6 is going to be interesting because they are not going to be playing that.
No, they're not welcome. It's retail players only. Why they don't get a rebate? They don't have an edge. These guys are smart. They're not going to play in a pool where they have zero edge. They'll just stick to the exactas and the trifectas and the late pick 5 and the normal pick 6 probably.
Yeah,
But this bet is great. And I love that Santa Anita is doing that because, look, Gulfstream and Santa Anita are both Stronach properties. They are such the backbone of the sport in their jurisdictions. We need these places to thrive and survive. So the fact that they're coming up with creative ways to keep guys like us around, it's very encouraging. And it shines a little bit of hope on the future of the sport. And like I said, we can coexist. We just don't like to be freaking feel like mopes. We're not stupid. We're not idiots. Just because we play the horses and we're degenerates doesn't mean we're unintelligent. We know when our money is not in good. Just give us a chance. That's all we're asking for. And I think what Santa Anita has done and continues to do, and thankfully what Del Mar has picked up on,
they need each other. We can't. One can't exist without the other. So it's great they're doing the same bet.
The proverbial turd in the punch bowl. Stretch run of 40, a terrible product. CAWs have ruined Del Mar. Move on. I disagree. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but I also feel like that was mitigated by the big field sizes that they run at Del Mar. I'm going to take the optimistic view, but I respect your opinion, Stretch run of 41. If you don't like Del Mar, you don't like the product, there's always parks on a Tuesday where you can, if you really want to get stabbed in the back, feel free to play one of those tracks.
What jockey was it the other day on the favorite pulled up?
Oh my God, that Finger Lakes race. Did you guys all see that Finger Lakes race, the 1-9 shot?
Yikes. That's all I got to say.
It's so easy. He was ahead by like 6 lengths, not a straw on his path. Next thing you know, he pulls up around the turn.
Yep.
Oh my God. Well, this is exactly what
my dad used to love playing the trotters. Some of us are idiots. My dad used to love playing the trotters when there was nothing else going on, and I think he never played it again after he saw the jockey on the favorite whipped the horse a little weird, where it stepped out of the way, and I was like, and then
broke the pride or something. They had to pull up. Yep. Oh no, man! I watch the races late at night because I'm up riding, and I was watching some Swedish harness races, and oh my God, like if those races aren't fixed, I don't know what races are. Like it was horrendous. I was like, I am never looking at a Swedish harness race again. Then again, that probably says something about me that I was up late watching Swedish harness racing, but that's for me and my psychiatrist to discuss.
You weren't watching Roof Ball? That was the newest one I saw where you throw the ball at the eaves and there's like some ESPN championship for that. I'm like, where was I? That's my kind of sport.
I know. I used to play
throw the ball up on the roof. Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick look at the odds. My law-abiding 7-2 off a 6-1 line. When Miati horses take money, they are live. Let's hope this horse is good enough. The 3 Druidic, a little cold at 5-1. I'm a little surprised. Horse just beat half the field at the same level. Ciaran, your 5 Sunset Storm, big bomberoo. I might bet a couple of bucks to win just to jinx you.
The prices came as what I thought. I thought law abiding the number 1 would probably be 9-2, 4-1. So,
well, you're right. You're right. Well, do you think that's good value or not?
I think that's great value.
You do? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That horse has a shot. I'm a little worried about the distance, though. 8.5 is a different animal. I'm just hoping Rispoli is the difference maker here. But let's see. Good luck to everyone who is alive. Yes, Greg Shelton, the late double is a great value play. And now we are going to find out if we're going to go home in trouble, Ciaran.
We're due the win. Although, you had 1 win, right? At least I've had a few on the board.
I won $7.50.
Where's your lucky hat? You probably should put it on for the
I'm wearing it, man. I'm wearing it.
I didn't even see it. It was blended in the background.
There you go. I wore this hat when I gave out Baltic Fire at 55-1. All right, they're off. Good luck, everyone. I'll try not to spoil it, but sometimes I just can't help myself. There's your Paula Capestro. Only 6-1, man. That horse got hammered.
Wow. Well, they're just probably thinking, let's see if the be at the front bias continues even with the rails at 30 feet.
It's a little quick for these, but you know what? This turf course has been
the rails at 30 feet should mean we have closers, but who knows? Oh wow, they're letting him get away like the Sunday double. Why are you letting them go so?
46-1 though. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fast.
This is when you go Rispoli, shake the reins. Come on.
It would be pretty funny though. Ciaran has bet every Paula Capestro horse all year, and the day that he doesn't bet her, she'll win 2 races.
Yep.
Well, it's going to be a horse race.
Rispoli, as long as he gets a spot.
Rispoli's loaded.
Yeah.
Come on. Might not be good enough though.
Nope.
Who's up the wood? Oh, the 6. Let's get the 6 home. Oh yes. Let's go with this.
Where did that one come from? Holy smokes. We're not even watching.
I am the champion.
We're not even watching JJ on the horse, and he comes and blows them away. Well, we're okay with that $38 double because we have it multiple times.
Well, you have it 10 times. I have it 11 times. I'll take that.
That's because you saw. So what happens every day, guys, I have to email Frank my double plays so he can put it up on the screen. So he, of course, went $55 because he knew I was going to win it today. Unbelievable. Well, hey, at least that's the first time we both hit it.
Ciaran, congratulations. $50 double, 7-6. Wait, hold on. Before you celebrate, look at that. Frank, $55 double.
I'm going to make mine $56 tomorrow.
I got my lucky hat. It's too bad you can't see my gold miner dance. I do a really good gold miner dance with my woohoo.
Oh, please don't. We don't want to lose. Look, we've already lost 20 people when you started doing that.
Oh my goodness, Ciaran! I beat you by $38.
Hey,
that's not bad though. I mean, that was a good.
We spent $100 and we got triple our money, and we're alive again tomorrow. And what I was saying, I like seeing this result on this horse. So confidence tomorrow on some horses I'm looking at.
Well, like I said when we kicked off the show, I said I thought these 2 races were a lot more manageable than the last few we've seen. So I'm glad we both had a similar opinion, and we whacked it pretty good. I mean,
we did what we were supposed to do on Chalk.
Yeah.
And, we do all our little sucker side bets, but we're using the will pays with smaller bets on some higher priced horses. If they hit, we get a big home run. But even us hitting chalk over chalk, essentially, we got 3 times our money.
Yes, Jeffrey. Chalk. But the more you watch the show, the more you'll realize that that's really all Ciaran plays. Chalk. He just doesn't play it for enough. I played it for one more unit than him. Woo!
I'm not sending you my picks tomorrow. So you can ride my picks. You can have
You have access as an administrator. You can go in and you put your picks in yourself.
Yeah. You can do your own picks tomorrow.
Dude, I knew this was the one to do that because 7-6 was a very, very likely outcome. Very likely. And when I saw you were crushing it, I said, I'm going to do it for one more unit.
And tomorrow's late double is another kind of difficult one like this. But it's another one that could be chalk and
difficult. This was easy. You thought this was difficult? I thought this was easy.
I thought there was enough spots where we could have seen some long shots come in.
Okay, I see what you're saying. The favorites were logical, but they weren't super reliable. Is that what you're saying?
How many times have we come in on this show and some of our most logical favorites scratched? Right before, and we're like,
here's that scratch excuse again. It's official. Official. Thank you, Larry. Official. Trusty Rusty, what do we say? You claim off Borosio, you freaking run that horse back as soon as you possibly can. You probably won't see this horse for another 6 months. Let's see what Nick has to say. 9-5 with 6-5 pays 7-1. Best bet in racing. Nick knows where it's at. let's just see the payouts real quick just to make sure. Sorry, Larry.
Here, I'm going to put my email address up again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just shoot me an email. You don't even need to write anything in it. Just do the DTL special. I'll put you on my list. You'll get all my research, all my cards for the rest of the meet.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you get what you pay for.
Which is free. It's nothing. So, yes.
$3.99. Oh, Ciaran, I'm excited. I finally hit it. I hit a good. Oh, I know it's chalk, but I returned. My bankroll yielded more than yours. So
yeah, but we joke about the chalk, but hopefully people are seeing how. Hopefully they see how we're adjusting our bets. Where even when we hit chalk,
we still win.
We're winning nice money. We got out of the day.
That's because there's no CRWs. Because if this was a CRW, that would have paid $12.
Yep, easily.
Yeah. All right, so it paid 38. Thanks everybody for watching. Nice chalk hit. I know, Greg. You tuned in for an hour to listen to me and Ciaran give out chalk. Apologies for that, but there's
when we hit long shots, they hit.
Blanton's Woodford Reserve getting ready for tomorrow. That's a deal. Let's do it. We'll do it again tomorrow. Dan H. Thanks for watching. Everybody, thanks for watching. The OG crew, all the new people who are out there. Tyler, we love you. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great for the sport, and we appreciate you. So, Ciaran, I'd like to say our tagline, but I kind of don't want to because I don't want to end on a negative note. Let's just say, you know what happens when you hit the double? You celebrate.
We go. Drinks are on Frank with his extra $5 bet.
It's an extra $38. That's a double Del Margarita right there. That's one double Del Margarita plus tip.
No comment.
We'll be back again tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. That was great fun. And
we'll see y'all tomorrow.
2 shows, 1 o'clock, and then the live stream. All right, bye.